Hi guys, this is the-epiphany. In today's video I'm going to be showing you the walkthrough for the quest Black Warrior, which is the 9th quest of the Ivory Dofus quest line. In the previous videos I finished quest 6, 7 and 8. Just saying again, you unlock these 4 quests while you do an ordeal and you can do them in any order you want. So now I have the Black Warrior left to go, and the first step that we need to do is to talk to Joris Jurgen, and he is located outside the Bonta Palace, which is the area that is where the King of Bonta lives, and that is essentially one map left of the jeweler's workshop in Bonta. So I'm just going to go there right now and have a talk to him. Here he is. So that you need to know more about Hiku, find out more, so on and so on. We're discussing about Hiku, which is the boss that we're going to be defeating later on. Next we have to speak to the librarian of Brakma, and that's obviously located in the Brakma library. Yes, I'm just going to go to the Brakma library right now and have a talk there. Once you are here, you need to talk to the owl and see what he wants. Talk about Hiku, listen about replying, keep going, keep going, keep going. Okay, now what we need to do is read 5 different types of books. And in order to do that, we need to, find these 5 books first. I can reveal to you guys that 3 out of these 5 books are found by pressing buy, talking to the owl. Hiku's Advent is one of them, and also Crimson Dawn Part 1 and Crimson Dawn Part 2 is another one. So we want to read these 3 books first. All you need to do is double click on them and the quest will update. Oops. Crimson Dawn Part 1 updated, and now Hiku's Advent. There we go. Now the remaining 2 books are found at different locations. The Hiku's Demise book is found at Gisgao, which is the area with the elemental walks, and it's located at minus 1816. So I'm just going to GPS there. Okay, before when I said that we had to read 5 different books, I was wrong. It's actually 4 books, because the final objective is to question a Centaurus about Menaut. So in that step there, you don't actually read a book. But the 4th book, which is Hiku's Demise, is going into this building here and clicking on this book here. Alternatively, you can talk to this book, but you have to you have to attack him anyway. So, if you click the book or if you talk to him, you have to attack him. So it doesn't really matter. So I decided to just click the book here, and we get into a PvP fight. Oh, sorry, PvM fight. It's not a particularly difficult fight. He summons 4 different types of Borks, which are the low-level Borks, and you find these Borks inside like the low-level Bork area, which is Bork Village or something like that. What I do recommend you do is to kill these, and in order to do that I'm going to use Fulminating Arrow. Yep. And let's punitive this other one, because they get extremely annoying if you leave them alive, and he can resummon them later anyway, so I think it's like a few turns later. So if you kill them, then you have a few turns to kill him, which is alright, because he can't resummon the monsters for a few turns anyway, so it's best to kill them. Alright, so now I have my punitive arrow available. He's quite weak. He does erosion and he AP rapes, but other than that, he's actually quite weak. Unfortunately, in the strength set I'm using, I have low AP loss resistance, otherwise known as AP parry. which is why I cannot dodge. But I'm pretty sure that if I had a set that had higher parry, I would be able to dodge. Yeah, so the fight's almost done. Let's see, it's the 5th turn now. Can you resummon yet? Yeah, you can. Alright, so turn 1, and then turn 5, you can resummon, so that's 4 turns cooldown. I'm assuming that turn 9, turn 13, he'll be able to do it again. They have very low lock as well, so I should be able to move this quite easily and then finish him off. Actually, I don't even need to punitive him. I can just cat's eye bow and barricade shot, and he's dead. Okay, so I think we click the book again. Yeah, and we can read it. Well, we don't even have to read it, you know, but then the quest updates. The next part of the quest is to question a Centaurus about Menaut, and he is located at the Astrup Cemetery. So I'm actually going to walk from a Magna Castle Zap. It'll be closer. The coordinates is 2 - 9. So in fact, it is a lot closer from a Magna Castle Zap than to go from Astrup City. Here we notice a Perceptor looking thing. It's actually pretty interesting looking because it's, you know, it's not a Perceptor, but it looks very more muscular. Talk to Menaut and Hiku. Keep talking. Head to the Cemetery of Heroes. Now we need to pray in front of Menaut's grave. The Cemetery Hero is not too far from here. It's at the coordinates 1 - 12. So we need to go there so that we can pray to Menaut's grave. Yeah, so this this particular Ivory Dofus quest isn't too bad. Essentially, you know, there's a bit of PVM involved later on, which I'll show you about. I'll talk to you about that. So here we click on this grave. And then now we need to speak to the Master of the Order of the Valiant Heart. And luckily for me, I'm part of the Valiant Heart. So I know like where that guy is. It's essentially the Tower of Bontarian Orders. Go up the stairs once, and then go to the right, and then go here, and then the NPC is Just for Laughs. Ask for help against Hiku, Menaut's executioner. Say that you vision a symbol of Valiant Heart while praying at Menaut's tomb. Alright, keep talking. Keep talking. So now we have to take some Centaurus skulls to Just for Laughs. Now this is the extremely annoying part because you need to do PVM and it's highly recommended that you have idols. Basically, you need to get 3 skulls from this area, Scarlet Tannery, the frozen Centaurus skulls. They drop from the monsters at Scarlet Tannery and they have a 2% chance of dropping. If you have idols, it's 2.94%. And with the wet Centaurus skulls, you drop those from the area of Rygurgle Plateau in the depths of Sophokia. The drop rate from each of the monsters is also 2% or 2.94% if you have idols. Lastly, we have Stolen Centaurus Skull. That is dropped from the level 200 area in Srambad. So we need to go to that area and fight those monsters. All the skulls have a 2% drop rate. So if you know, if you're lucky, maybe you can take a team and then fight a mob of 3 or 4, and if you're very lucky, they will drop all 3 skulls in that particular area at that time for you all at once. Yeah, so I'm not going to show you the PVM for that fight, but after I finish getting the skulls, I'll start recording again. Okay, so I've just dropped all 3 of the skulls that are needed for the 9th quest of Ivory. These were extremely difficult. It wasn't a fun process at all because, you know, we have to use melee idols, and I'm a Kra, meaning I hit from range, and it's, you know, essentially impossible to do level 200 mobs if you're using ranged idols, such as, you know, like the idols where you have to hit from range and then keep running, because those monsters have a lot of damage, so you can't really use those types of idols because eventually they catch up to you anyway. So yeah, I had to use melee idols to farm these drops, and the problem with that was that you know, obviously I'm a Kra, so I had to use like a Fall into the Shield and use a Hamager like I did for the Bontarian Captain Chafer fight for Order 5. Yeah, it was very annoying because, you know, I don't have any other form of mechanic to hit in melee. The idols that I used were the I'll list them down when I get the chance to look at them, but they're essentially the best types of melee idols that you can use when fighting in a melee team. Okay, so now we talk to Just for Laughs and we hand over the Centaurus skulls. I accidentally went to the Aspera Gorge because I thought we were going to the Destiny Cavern, but not yet. Alright, so say goodbye and head for the Cemetery of Heroes. The quest updates and you need to pray again in front of Menot's grave, which is located at the same place that you prayed right before you had to get the skulls. So this time we're going to go to Astrop City and GPS from there. Okay, so once we are here, we click on the grave. That is Menot's grave. He will spawn on the map, Menot's spirit. It's essentially a Perceptor with some armor here, but then he's missing a head. Talk to him anyway, say that you're facing Hiku's henchmen. Reply the dead deserve respect, say thank you for helping. Say goodbye and leave. Alright, the quest, the Black Warrior, Ivory Quest 9 has finished, and the quest No Deal has updated. So, for Ivory Dofus quests, I finished the 6th, 7th, 8th and 9th quest, and now we can continue to do No Deal by going back and placing the thread on the weaving loom. You can do quest 6, 7, 8 and 9 in any order you like, but I decided to do 6, 7, 8 then 9, just, you know, for purposes of recording video. But other than that, thanks for watching. A link in the description box below will be for you to go back and watch the No Deal video if you want. Thanks for watching.